Yeah. Whoa. I speak. We change lives, Jesus. I speak.
Welcome to the TP Masterclass. On behalf of Cliff Cheqona and the entire TP family, we're honored to have you here. You didn't just join a live session. You stepped into a transformational experience designed to help you master your mind, align your emotions, and trade with clarity and conviction. We'll be starting shortly. In the meantime, settle in and prepare your notepad. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. And most importantly, invite someone who needs this. Because around here, we don't just trade, we transform. Let's get started soon.
I speak life, I speak spirit. We change lives, Jesus did it. I speak life, I speak spirit. We change lives, Jesus did it. Step into my Monday. I'm stepping to my Monday. I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it. I'm stepping to my Monday. I'm stepping to my Monday. I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it.
What TP Masterclass really is. TP Masterclass is a transformation masterclass that happens every Saturday. It is designed to reshape the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you perform, not just in trading, but in any industry where your mind plays a major role. Even though anyone can benefit from it, the majority of people you'll find here are traders. Why? Because trading is one of the few fields where your mindset, your emotions, and your discipline are tested every single day. Every session blends psychological lessons that help you understand your thinking and your behavior, spiritual lessons that strengthen your inner conviction and identity, practical lessons that give you structure and direction in real life. TP Masterclass exists because most people don't fail due to lack of skill. They fail because their mindset is not prepared for the level they are trying to reach. This masterclass equips you with the mental strength, emotional stability, and clarity needed to perform at a high level, whether you are a trader, an entrepreneur, or someone trying to grow in life.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fiction mind, fiction trading. Fiction mind, fiction trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fiction mind, fiction trading. Fiction mind, fiction trading.
Good evening, TP family. Welcome to our 76th episode of the Masterclass. My name is Nolazi and I'll be taking you through declarations today. So before we go on with tonight's declarations, I want us to understand why we declare. So in case you're new here, we are a house that declares. We use our mouth to speak. So we declare to take every thought captive and to gain control over our thoughts and our environment. So this helps us to get our mind in tune with the with the people that we are becoming. So as you are becoming, you are required to declare. So as we get on with today's declaration and the masterclass, please make sure that there are no distractions around you. Make sure that there are no disturbances. So please put your hand over your heart and declare with me. And as we are declaring, please internalize it and make sure that it's personal to you. So we're going to declare 3 times. Personalize it. So repeat after me with the declaration on the screen. I, Nolazi Dube, am physically equipped for the assignment on my life. God did not call me to a mission and forget to give me the body to carry it. We declare again, I, Nolwazi, am physically equipped for the assignment on my life. God did not call me to a mission and forget to give me the body to carry it. And for the last time, I, Nolwazi, am physically equipped for the assignment on my life. God did not call me to a mission and forget to give me the body to carry it. So as we know, These declarations are available on our website, cliffcheqona.com. It's not just a Saturday thing. You can just log in there. You can just go to the website and get the declarations, declare at least 3 times a day. So clear your environment as we prepare for the next segment. Thank you.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Hello, TP family. Good evening, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another TP Masterclass. Thank you so much, Nawazi, for your amazing declaration. Thank you so much. Until we meet next time. But hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another TP Masterclass. I hope everyone is having an amazing weekend. Wherever you are tuning in from, thank you so much for showing up to the masterclass on time. And I just want to say welcome back to another TV masterclass. And wherever you are tuning in from, whether you are tuning in from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, US, UK, wherever you are tuning in from, just put in the live chat so that we will be able to see where everyone is watching us from. And as most of you already know, my name is Tenzin Shells. And thank you so much for coming to the TV Masterclass today. And if you're watching the replay of this exact TV Masterclass, just comment replay in the comments so that we will know that you were here and you were watching us from the beginning to the end. And if this is your first time here, I want to take 90 seconds to tell you exactly what this space is about, because most people tend to misunderstand it. And TV Masterclass is about trading psychology, and trading psychology, simply put, is the study of the trader's mind, emotions, and behavior. But I want to tell you exactly what that means for you. When you come into this room, this space, you're not coming here to learn strategy. You're not coming here to get entry signals or chart patterns or market predictions or anything of that sort. This is not the kind of room that we have prepared for you, although we do that sometimes. It's just not on this exact TP Masterclass live stream. You are basically coming here to study yourself, to be much more self-aware of yourself, and everything that Cliff teaches in this room falls into of one of three categories, and I want you to listen very carefully as I go through them. So the first thing you'll find is the knowledge. The knowledge mainly focus on the the teaching that Cliff gives every Saturday. That's where you find the knowledge. It will help you arrive at your awareness so that you're able to use that to be able to better yourself, just be more self-aware of your environment or whatever that it is that you are going through. And the second, what you'll find is the tools, practical tools for self-regulations, how to manage your emotions, your impulses, your decisions. And when the pressure is real, especially when trading on the financial market, it can get real, because if you're trading with a live account, that is real money and real pressures some people tend to feel. So yeah, that's what the tools will help you with. And the third thing, and this is where most people tend to get it wrong, you'll find the architect for your identity transformation, which includes anything that we share on this platform to help you to habit your behavior, your personality, your beliefs. It's to stack on those things so that eventually you get to fix your identity by fixing your mind, transforming yourself, which will help you get the results that you are also looking for. So wherever you are, whoever you are in this space, whether you're a trader, a person, or who wants to understand why you keep acting against your own interest. Make sure that you are paying attention and you are able to get to the revelation that you are hoping to get every time you come onto this TP Masterclass. So now I just want to remind everyone to keep this space very respectful. Do not leave comments that may distract other people. Thank you very much. Keep everything negative free and just enjoy the stream as we give you a lot of knowledge, a lot of information to help better your trading experience. Or whatever that you do in your life, it can still help you regardless. And before we continue, I want us to take couple of minutes to revisit what we learned last week, because we started the Profitable Trader series by exploring a fundamental question where Cliff asks the question, is trading really a profitable business? It was a thought-provoking question that made the session for people, to think about what they really see trading to be. And this lay the foundation for everything we'll be covering in this series. So if you missed that episode, please go back to watch it, but we are about to play the recap of that session. So if you missed that episode, pay very good attention to the recap right now. So let's watch it together and then I'll be right back.
Between 74 to 89% of retail forex traders lose money. Not like they lose money one day, they lose money consistently and occasionally. And only 27% of those retail trading accounts are profitable in a given quarter. The question is not whether money is being made in trading or not. No. The question is whether the approach you are using is designed to participate in that profitability. I always say this, that whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, if you jump from a 50th-story building, you are going down. It is so bad. The law respects itself to the point where even a baby who is helpless can jump from a 50th-story building and nothing will hold the baby. The baby will go down and it will be a tragedy. Don't let any mentor convince you to quit your job to start trading. You sleep on the street. That should immediately tell you that trading profitability is not measured. It does not produce consistent returns every month the way a rental property is. That means you can still be a profitable trader and yet the whole of this month you're not making money. Trading works. It's a profitable business, but you must understand what creates trading profitability. Number one, you must have a positive expectancy system. Number two, a correct measurement period. Number three, a defined risk framework. Number four, separated capital. Number five, you have to review the process. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the foundation. And tonight, I wanted to just answer one question for you. Is trading a profitable business? The answer is yes.
I hope you were able to gather some information from that recap video. So now we're just going to get into the spotlight of the month. Wondering who the spotlight of the month is. Can we have the flyer? So the spotlight of the month is Omega. I cannot pronounce your first name, but congrats of your winning of the TV Family Spotlight of the month. Well done for keeping up with the platforms and always commenting on our videos. Thank you so much, Omega, and I hope there's many more to come. So thank you so much for winning the Spotlight of the month. And now we have some few things gathered for you guys today. We will begin with the part 2 of the Profitable Trader series, which will be the psychology section of the Profitable Trader series. So make sure you do not miss it. And we'll also get into our monthly live Q&A, as this segment will give you guys the opportunity to ask meaningful questions and receive live guidance from Cliff. And we'll also be taking questions from the live chat to ensure everyone has the opportunity to participate in this Q&A. So guys, don't forget that. But let's get into the testimonies for today. So this person says, proud to be part of the CSOT. I am really becoming. Thank you, sir, for the knowledge you keep sharing with us. That's amazing to hear. And the next person says, thank you, sir, for this session. I'm watching it on replay. Let me tell you something about me, sir. Ever since I have started to listen and learning from you through this platform, I have told myself to stop funding my account so that I can refocus myself first. That's amazing. That's good. That's very good to hear. And the next one that we have is, oh Lord, what a paradigm shift. God bless you, Mr. Cliff, simplifying such a complex concept so that we can understand is such a great gift. I know, right? That's so true. Thank you so much for your testimony. And the last one says, replay from Kenya. I'm glad that you watched from the beginning to the end. Thank you for the session, Cliff. It's always great to hear from you, Cliff. I am always proud to be your student and part of the CSOT and generally TP family. Listening to you is always like a conviction. You are really a revelation to this generation. God bless you, sir. TP family to the world. Thank you guys so much for sharing your amazing testimonies. Thank you. Continue to share your testimony. We have a QR code that you can scan that will be able to guide you to the platform that will allow you to share your testimony, or you just can put it in the comment section and we'll be able to pick it up from there. This is the QR code, so you can scan that QR code and it will take you to the place where you can share your testimony, whether video or a picture or your notebook or just few words that you want to share. That would be great. But anyway, you guys, that is the end for me for now. So please stay tuned for the information that we have for you today. And remember, we are having a Q&A session today, so make sure not to miss that. And we are going to continue with our profitable trader. Okay? So stay tuned for more.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What TP Masterclass really is. TP Masterclass is a transformation masterclass that happens every Saturday. It is designed to reshape the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you perform, not just in trading, but in any industry where your mind plays a major role. Even though anyone can benefit from it, the majority of people you'll find here are traders. Why? Because trading is one of the few fields where your mindset, your emotions, and your discipline are tested every single day. Every session blends psychological lessons that help you understand your thinking and your behavior, spiritual lessons that strengthen your inner conviction and identity, practical lessons that give you structure and direction in real life. TP Masterclass exists because most people don't fail due to lack of skill. They fail because their mindset is not prepared for the level they are trying to reach. This masterclass equips you with the mental strength, emotional stability, and clarity needed to perform at a high level, whether you are a trader, an entrepreneur, or someone trying to grow in life. What TP Masterclass really is. TP Masterclass is a transformation masterclass that happens every Saturday. It is designed to reshape the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you perform, not just in trading, but in any industry where your mind plays a major role. Even though anyone can benefit from it, the majority of people you'll find here are traders. Why? Because trading is one of the few fields where your mindset, your emotions, and your discipline are tested every single day. Every session blends psychological lessons that help you understand your thinking and your behavior, spiritual lessons that strengthen your inner conviction and identity, practical lessons that give you structure and direction in real life. TP Masterclass exists because most people don't fail due to lack of skill. They fail because their mindset is not prepared for the level they are trying to reach. This masterclass equips you with the mental strength, emotional stability, and clarity needed to perform at a high level, whether you are a trader, an entrepreneur, or someone trying to grow in life. What TP Masterclass really is. TP Masterclass is a transformation masterclass that happens every Saturday. It is designed to reshape the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you perform, not just in trading, but in any industry where your mind plays a major role. Even though anyone can benefit from it, the majority of people you'll find here are traders. Why? Because trading is one of the few fields where your mindset, your emotions, and your discipline are tested every single day. Every session blends psychological lessons that help you understand your thinking and your behavior, spiritual lessons that strengthen your inner conviction and identity, practical lessons that give you structure and direction in real life. TP Masterclass exists because most people don't fail due to lack of skill. They fail because their mindset is not prepared for the level they are trying to reach. This masterclass equips you with the mental strength, emotional stability, and clarity needed to perform at a high level, whether you are a trader, an entrepreneur, or someone trying to grow in life.
Now that you guys are sitting here, I am not teaching you. You are using me to learn you, because psychology is not what I teach you. It's what you learn about you. As a trader, your mindset plays an important role. Because when your brain is exhausted, your emotions will spike. If your emotions spike, your decisions will swift. It's a law. In trading, the person that is able to say I'm wrong quickly is the one that makes the money. I'm wrong. Cut it. Don't even think twice. Cut it. But you see, that is where those four guys that I explained to you, the dopamine guy and then the amygdala guy, you need to shut them down immediately. And how do you do that? You don't beat a thought by thinking. If you think with these guys, you will fail. When you don't counterattack thoughts that has grown in your mind, it will become your behavior. Why? Because behavior is a belief system. Consistency comes from a system, not from a feeling. Consistency comes from a structure, not from a feeling. And so if you trade because you are broke and you need to make money, you won't make money. You have to put all feelings, all desires, all expectations aside and stick to the system. You see, the you that you make the public think you are is not the one behind the strategy. The you that you make Cliff think you are is not the one behind the strategy. It is the you that nobody knows, the one that if in case we were putting a secret camera on you, we will be surprised. Do you know why? Because that you is everything opposite to who a trader is meant to be. There is something in your brain called neural pathways. And when it goes through a process that changes your wiring, it's called neuroplasticity. That means the weak you can become strong again. And you see, the only way you can rewire your mind is what goes in, not what you ignore. The more you get something in, the more something leave. And the more something leave, the more you become. If you pick up a book and you are reading, the more books you pick up and read, the more ignorance leaves your body and your mind. Your brain is like a baby. You need to train it. So you are a failure. I am not a failure. Maybe right now I'm not getting the results I'm looking for, but I am not a failure. When you speak, it contradicts what your brain is doing. You have been watching social media, addicted to it for 5 years, and you think that mind can trade easily? No, chief. It's not easy. You are going to make it, but you are going to have to understand that these things will hijack you. Wherever you are right now, you have not decided to be a trader. You just want money from trading. Cliff, what do you mean? When you decide you want to do something, everything else that will stop you from becoming that thing must die. And are you
What TP Masterclass really is. TP Masterclass is a transformation masterclass that happens every Saturday. It is designed to reshape the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you perform, not just in trading, but in any industry where your mind plays a major role. Even though anyone can benefit from it, the majority of people you'll find here are traders. Why? Because trading is one of the few fields where your mindset, your emotions, and your discipline are tested every.
All right. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me, just drop some numbers in the chat for me, please. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. We just were trying to fix some couple of few things, but hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. Today we have some few things to do as a community. Of course, every single week we have different activities that sums up for the whole entire month, and this week as well. We have Q&A coming up, and we will do that today, we promised. But most importantly, we also have a series to continue. But before we go in right away, I just really want us to go back today, and I just really want us to reflect on something. Sometimes the way we teach and the way I discern certain atmospheres, sometimes you can sometimes tell that, either individuals are super overwhelmed, or individuals are really tired, or individuals are feeling some type of a way. But at the end of the day, they may not be able to have somebody to talk to. But then if they could get the opportunity to talk to people, they will. And at the end of the day, I just want you to understand that wherever that you are now in this life, you are not alone. Okay? You are not alone, no matter how much thought patterns that comes into your mind. Just don't forget that you are not alone. You are not alone in this world. It's not like people dislike you or you are trying to figure out life on your own. I just really genuinely want you to understand that we may not be physically together, but when that thought is crossing your mind, the thought of, I feel alone or overwhelmed, or I'm tired, and what am I doing with my life? When those thoughts is just coming into your mind, the reality is they make sense as far as your realities is concerned. But then when you think about it in the order of where you are coming from and where you are now, just do not give up. I am not trying to motivate you. I am only just giving you a reminder that you are really not alone. And when those thoughts are coming, remember what I always tell you guys, that we don't beat a thought by thinking. You beat a thought by talking. And I can assure you, in this world that we live in, if you look closely, if you're not careful, it will look like people do not care about you. But I don't want you to let that thought settle in your mind. It's not that people don't care, but it's like we live in a world where people are sincerely really fighting their own battles. And so sometimes it may appear like that. Sometimes it may look like that. But when you pay attention closely, you will know that everybody is fighting battle one way or the other, and the battles are relative. And so do not let those kind of environmental effects take a toll on you to make you feel like, you have to give up, or, you don't know what to do with your life. Those thoughts are thoughts that you don't need to entertain in your mind. Do not entertain in your mind. I don't know who needs to hear this, but really you are not alone. If you think that is about you finding a way to talk to me, email the team. Just email the team. we'll be able to find a way to just communicate with you, or try to find a way to reach out to you in a way, any way that we can. We will just put in the effort to help you as much as we can at the end of the day. So this is just something I wanted to just let somebody really let us sink in. So if you are receiving this, drop some number ones in the chat. Let me know that, you are receiving the idea of this message I'm trying to pass across. This world that we live in, anywhere you turn, there is either bad news or news that is overwhelming, or somebody out there is just trying to figure out how to survive in a world that is moving so fast. And so don't feel like you are alone. Reach out to the people that you believe that actually are with you. And that is what brings me to this idea of what we are trying to basically accomplish here as a community. The truth of the matter is, as a community, sometimes, it is not easy these days to bring people together. But as TP family, we are trying. We promise you guys a TP get together, and we are really putting things in place to make sure that we can make that happen. And at least finding people that that are your people who believe in the same thing you believe in is really good. But with that all being said, just fight this thought. Fight this thought. Don't give up. Really don't give up. It gets better. It really does get better. Wherever you are right now, I really want you to put your hand on your chest and say, I won't give up. I am talking more beyond just trading. I'm not saying that don't give up learning how to trade, or don't give up trying to catch pips. It's beyond just that. There are people right now, trading has become a way of them coping. But as far as being excited about life is concerned, sincerely speaking, they are not excited. They are surviving, they are performing, they are trying, but they are not excited. But my thought process that I want to give or pass on to you today is, don't give up. Put your hand on your chest and say, I won't give up. I won't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your destiny. Don't give up on trying to build something for yourself. Do not give up. It truly does get better. Don't give up. There are things, of course, that will come in, stress you, worry you, make you become overwhelmed. There are people right now listening to me right now as I'm talking. There are people on this call. As far as percentage is concerned, there are people who have questioned themselves before. What is the point of living? There is somebody watching me right now. This thought has crossed your mind. That what is even the point of living? But I promise you, don't give up. Don't entertain those thoughts. Don't give up. Put your hand on your chest and say, I won't give up. I won't give up. I won't give up on myself. I won't give up on that destiny. I won't give up on my family. I won't give up on the business. I won't give up on my career. I won't give up on the ideas. Don't give up. There are people right now listening to me. You are wondering, at what point can I be able to break this addiction? And so you are almost about to give up and say, well, this addiction maybe is part of me. Don't give up. I really hope I'm talking to somebody today. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay? It gets better. Believe me, I know we live in a society where everybody is busy. There are people that somewhere, for them, they are just busy competing. Who is rich, who is poor, who doesn't have money, who caught pips, who didn't. Those parts of life, they are just people that unfortunately growing up, they didn't get a way to prove a point, or people didn't pay attention to them. And I'm sorry for them. One way or the other, mentally, they were probably abused. And so when they started making some money, or when they started doing something, they are putting that sort of frustration they got growing up upon the social media. So when you see it like that in your mind, your life is behind, their life is here. I can assure you it's not true. Don't let those kind of visuals you come across on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok make you feel like you are behind in life and your life is not mounting up to anything. It is not true. Don't let those things get into your head. Don't give up. Anyways, with that all being said, I'm going to go straight into our teaching for today. Before I do that, I just want you guys to know that for all those who have also been asking me, Cliff, how do we basically get more of some practical things, and so on and so forth. Some people will be messaging me, Cliff, how do we learn? How do we get this CSOT library? I understand all of that. And before, we bring those things, I want you guys to understand that as a community, from the bottom of my heart, we don't rush to do things. We don't. We always try as much as possible to give out when things are ready. And I know, some communities, as soon as you go in there, there are several monetization structures that quickly people will just release and give it to their community or their audience. We don't do things like that. When we talk about monetization is not just you putting price on things. Monetization is you being able to protect what belongs to you so that other people can use it. So you monetize it, protect it, make sure that it is credible enough for usage. And so these things takes time for you to create. It takes resources for you to create all these things. So all those who have been emailing, Cliff, how can I get this? Sometimes we get so amount of emails concerning mentorship and all of that. And I've told you guys before that the mentorship program, we don't take more than 20 people a year. There is a reason for that. It's because the system we have currently right now involves me being involved in people's life, every single week per individuals. And so more than 25 people, it is very difficult. And mostly it is a 1-year mentorship program. But, the team and I, we have been brainstorming to see how we can give other people the chance to still, put themselves into the programs that we are building without it involving me every single week with you, but yet you will get the same experience. And so it takes time to monetize things. I know we live in a world where as soon as somebody gets an idea, quickly we need to execute it. And before you can realize who pay for that price is the person consuming it. And we don't want to do that here in this community. So we take our time to build. So all the monetization thing, there are people who will tell me, Cliff, can we get a merch of TP Family? It is coming. But all these things, you don't just create it and release it. It takes, systems, infrastructures to make sure that, because the moment that you pay even $1 in this community to buy something from us, you will start acting like a client and not even as a community member. You will say, I pay for this. Why didn't you do this and this? So we need to make sure even selling things, there must be customer service to be able to make sure that you guys are getting the right things. So all those asking these questions as a community, it's not that we don't have things to sell. Is that it takes systems and structures to sell things. The things that's right now we have the systems and the structures for, we are delivering them to the quantity and the quality that we can. But it is growing. So give us a couple of few weeks, months. We have so many announcements coming up. CSOT library will be much more released to many people. So many different things are coming. But then give us time for us to basically develop them so that when you're using them, you know that, wow, this was worth paying for. Okay? If you understand this, kindly just drop some number ones in the chat for me to know as a community we're on the same page for it. All right? All right then. We are going to be going for a break very soon for TP Masterclass. Let me quickly talk about that before we start our message for today. So every single year, we do go for a break, at least 1 month. We're supposed to go for the break for this season, I think before, on the 18th of July, but because of the profitable trading series that we are doing, we are going to extend it slightly a little bit to somewhere first week or second week of August, to the time that we finish this series, because this series is a 4-part series. So as soon as we are done with this, we're going to go for a break for a month and come back somewhere probably ending of September. Then we'll finish off the year strong. When we come back, we are going to start a very powerful framework teaching that I don't want you to miss it as well. At the end of the day, we are going to be doing a couple of few things. And as a community, when we go on a break, of course, I will go on a break, but we will also do certain things. There are people who are like, Mr. Cliff, can we get an experience? Those that we are traders, can we get an experience of trading, live room? We will arrange that. I will trade with some of you, or in fact, almost all of you. If the room will be able to take, it's going to be a Zoom room, Zoom meeting. It will take probably 100 people. So those who are able to make it to that room, we will trade with you. We will set up a system. I think it will be a trading experience over 2 weeks. So I think majority of you who are also traders are going to be excited about that. It's going to be a live trading room experience. You will get to ask questions. You will get to share your screen. I'll be able to tell you about certain mistakes you are making. You can share your portfolio. We can talk through about it. All of that is going to be a live trading room. It's going to be a TP live trading experience. TP live trading experience. So we will announce the date. It will be a 2 weeks experience from, probably, we don't know if we'll be doing London and New York session, but definitely one of them will be consistent in that pattern. And so the assets that we will be mostly looking at will all be released on the flyer or to the community in the community channel and so on and so forth. So be excited about that. But definitely we will do that after the TP, after this Profitable Trader series that we are doing now. So keep that in mind. TP live trading experience will be coming. And also I'll be having another TP women and TP men also. So when we go on a break, it will not entirely just be off without doing any activities. We are just not going to be having any TP masterclass because there is a lot of topics we've talked about and you need to be able to understand this. We do these things not so that we will have a community. It takes systems and structure to help somebody to grow. And so one of the things that I really want to talk about before we talk about our topic for today is, listen, ladies and gentlemen, TP family is not a one-man show. It's not a Cliff Cheqona thing. If you don't support this community by your likes, your sharing, your subscribing, your support, your defending, your love, and all these things, we won't grow. Because you see, many people pretend without people they will grow. It is not possible. There is nothing that you can do here on earth that does not involve the participatory role of a human being. And so I will not sit here and be proud and say, without you, we will still grow. If I say without you, we will still grow, then I'm talking about an individual who does not believe in us and who does not care whether if we grow or not. But as far as a community united is concerned, without you, we won't grow. But if somebody is sitting somewhere saying they will see, they will not mount up to anything, that one you are lying. Because this mandate and this vision is not a man-made one. It is by the grace of God and an election of grace. That is why we are standing here today. So as far as one person or a group of people who wants to bring us down is concerned, that one, it will not work. Does that make sense? That one, I don't care whether you believe in us, throw shade, put unnecessary comments in that, you can't stop it. TP family is going to keep on growing. But as far as united as a team is concerned, I will not be proud, foolish, and stand here and say, without you, I will grow. It's not true. Without you, this vision is dead. Without your support, this vision is dead. So this vision is for you, for us, so that we can be able to transform minds, raise kingdom-aligned leaders through psychological, spiritual, and practical truth. This is our mandate. So when you are anywhere, there are testimonies every single week coming to me, and there are people also that, they need this kind of community that believes in transformation. So when you go somewhere and somebody says, oh, I am tired of life, immediately let this community drop in your mind and say, go and email this email. So the team is going to bring this email up. It's consult@cliffcheqona.com. It's not just for you alone. It's for anyone who will say, I am tired around you and I don't know what to do in life. Send them our way. We have programs for them. We have teachings for them, and we have a prayer team who will pray with them, apart from even the teachings and the direction. So you see that now. It is not really just about, we are here to just trade. Yes, we are here to trade to make money, but at the same time, let's prioritize people's mental health. Right now, people are committing, on life in themselves and so on and so forth. So this is a very important announcement to me. So when you are here, when you are clicking like, it is not so that you will help a channel grow. It's so that you will help your community grow. If you are here and you are leaving a comment, imagine if every single person here, after this session, you go back and just drop what you learned in the main comment, not the live session one. You are helping a community, which is yours, grow. Imagine when you finish, you pick up this masterclass and you post the share button on you are not helping me to make money or something or whatever. You are helping the community grow. When you start to think like that, you will know it is for all of us, not just us. This will be the #1 transformation and psychology masterclass in entire Africa. I believe this, but I can't do it alone. And people need these messages. So when you are here and you are on this call, you are not listening just to help me. You are listening for yourself and for the people around you. Okay? All right. I hope this makes sense. Father, we thank you so much for the masterclass that we are about to kick off today. We give you all the praise. We give you all the honor. In the beginning, I was sensing in my spirit that people are somewhere trying to give up. Father, may you give them the fighting spirit, that internally they will not give up. And also, Father, we have started a series that was placed upon my heart. That is the Profitable Trader series. Episode 1 was powerful. And I believe episode 2 will be very, very powerful. And as I'm giving the knowledge, may you give someone understanding, Father. We thank you so much for everything you keep on doing for TP Family as a community. Father, we are grateful. We are grateful. And when we are done with this masterclass today, please take all the glory, the testimonies that will come, the people that will say thank you. Father, take it all. It all belongs to you. In Jesus' matchless name we have prayed. Amen. All right. If this is your first time that you are coming here, welcome. I'll welcome you all because quickly I have to teach and we have to take Q&A segment today. And then, we'll be able to ride on for the wave. The Profitable Trader Series. The Profitable Trader Series. My God. Today's topic is very simple. I call it the laws of a speculative business. This is my topic for today. The laws of a speculative business. The laws of a speculative business. The laws of a speculative business. Before we go in, let's talk about last week a little bit. Are you all ready? If you are ready, please drop some ones in the chat. Is your book and your pen ready? You guys are ready, yeah? Okay. Just let me know in the comments so that we can kick off. Your book, your pen, anything that you're going to use to take notes. Is it ready? Perfect. Sorry. The laws of a speculative business. That is the topic for today. Last week, we spoke about something very important. The purpose of the Profitable Trader Series is to give you a conviction, a solution, and a direction. Is to give you a conviction, a solution, and then a direction. When we say conviction, what do I mean? This is not part of the teaching, but you need to understand by now that the way we teach here, we break things down. Conviction is not just anything that you heard. It's not just any words. Convictions are certain, or in other words, a body of truth that is deeply rooted in you, that is able to bypass your feelings, your temptations, your circumstances, and so on and so forth. I remember I was having a conversation with an individual. I'm pretty much sure he's following by now. And we were talking about addiction in the area of course, adult content. And I was trying to let the individual understand that the reason why people struggle to break the behavior or the habit of any form of addiction, especially in the adult content, especially believers, it's not because you are bad. It's because your conviction is small. You see, let's say, for example, right now, I give you a content that is poisonous. Let's say DDT. So DDT as a substance is poisonous because of the chemicals that comes together. So dichlorodiphenyl, trichloroethane. When you combine all of that together, it makes DDT a poisonous substance. Okay? So if I give you that substance right now, you will not drink it because you know that it will end your life. Now, imagine if somebody comes right now and say, I'm going to give you $1 million, but first I want you to drink DDT. You will not drink it, not because you don't want the $1 million. You will not drink it in the expense of your life. So that is a conviction. So when you see somebody saying, oh, I didn't take $20 million because it goes against my core values, you that you are standing there will be like, $20 million and you didn't take it because of core values, is because the person's conviction and your conviction about his conviction is not the same. So the reason why, no matter how, as a man, let's put being moral aside, if let's say you want to have a good time with maybe a girlfriend, and you know you're not supposed to do that because as a believer, you believe you should wait before marriage or so and so forth. The reason why, somebody will do it and somebody will not do it is conviction. So even if the woman tells you, oh, drink this DDT and then I will spend the night with you, you won't drink it because you don't want to die. So I was talking to this individual and I said, if I am in the room with you, would you still watch the adult content? He said, no, I won't. I said, good. So why do you watch it then when you are a believer? He didn't understand what I meant in the beginning. I said, do you believe that God is omnipresent? And he said, yes. I said, if you believe God is omnipresent, then you know that he is in the room with you, correct? Then, there was a silence pause. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I said, so if God is in the room with you, and you can still do that, but if Cliff Cheqona is in the room with you, you won't do it, then the problem is not that you are addicted or you don't know how to break it. Is that your conviction towards that agenda as a believer is not straightforward. It is either you don't know God or you don't believe he's omnipresent. Whichever way, that conviction is not real yet. So you see, when you start to look at life from that perspective, it makes you really start being honest about the things you believe and the things you think you believe. Many people are saying, I believe I'll be great. You don't believe it because great people don't talk like that. Great people don't say, I am tired. Great people don't say, whatever will happen, will happen. Great people don't think like that. So it is fine. It is fine that you don't believe that you are great yet, but God can help your unbelief. So you need to be able to understand from this angle that the things we are about to talk about in the Profitable Trader series, my first goal is conviction. And some part of the conviction is when we started last week, for you to understand that there are categories of businesses. So I gave series of an example and I said, a first example in the category of businesses is called cash cow. A cash cow is a type of a business that our goal is to make sure that business keeps on producing revenue or income without stopping. So an example of a cash cow is rental businesses. So the goal of that business is to make sure that there is income coming in every single week, every single month, predictably. So that means we can predict when the money is coming. So if you have a tenant in your rental property, you know that every single month or every single year, he's giving you this portion of money. That means when something spoils in the house and you are fixing it, it is not so that your house will look good. It's so that the money will keep on coming. Then I gave you an example that we have what we call growth business. So number one, cash cow. Number two, growth business. The purpose of growth business is to reinvest the profit you are making from that business back into the business for the purpose of the business infrastructures to keep on growing. Are you with me? So that means with that business, we are not looking for return on investment quickly. We want to keep on building the systems until the business grows. So we gave an example such as Amazon. Amazon is a growth business. So Jeff Bezos was investing without wanting to get anything out of it in the beginning to keep the business growing, its infrastructures, the capacity and everything. Then we have something called the lifestyle business. Lifestyle business, the purpose of that business is to just enhance your lifestyle. So I gave an example such as photography, which is a freelancing type of, value of exchange. Content creators, all of these things, they are just lifestyle businesses. Then we have what we call high risk, high reward business. The high risk, high reward business is the type of business such as oil, mining. You see, I was telling you guys that it could cost you $200 million to get a proper land that has the potential of having an oil, to get it leased to you, the land, dig it, get the tools, and every single thing will cost you approximately, probably sometimes $200 million. And if everything goes well and the oil is that good, you can also make approximately over $800 million and so on and so forth. So that is a high risk but high reward business. Then we said that at the bottom of these all categories, not in order of priority, but one of them is also called speculative business. So we were speaking about this and we say, you know what? A speculative business simply means a business that you are going to speculate your way through it. But the only reason why it's no more gambling is because we have attached business to it. But not so that we can be able to sleep at night, but so that we can be able to have a repeatable system that makes this business possible, even in the speculative space. Somebody is right now asking, is stocks in speculation? Not necessarily. Stocks is an investment coming from a productive asset. Normally, the things we invest in are stocks. They are normally a productive asset. We'll talk about that later on down the line. But we as retail traders, where it comes to you buying and selling and still making money, it's a speculative business. Are you with me? But watch this. In the midst of the speculative business, there are other businesses in this industry that is not speculation related. So if you pick up, for example, the prop firm business, not you buying the package, the prop firm company, they are not in a speculative business. They are only providing for a speculator. So the prop firm business is a cash cow. They know that you will buy the package. They know that, so it is a combination of a cash cow and a growth business. So when they invest, the purpose is to keep on growing it to create a cash cow. So right now, every single week, somebody is buying the package. Every single week, somebody is investing into the prop firm. So the prop firm business is not to the company. It's not a speculative business. It's a cash cow mixed with growth business. Signal provision system, people selling signals and subscription. It is not a speculative business. They are giving you a product that has a similitude of speculation, but the business itself for the signal provider is a cash cow. And so this immediately lets you understand that. Let me balance this quickly. This does not mean that the person doing prop firm or the signal provision is bad. I'm only letting you understand the reality of the business. So while you, unfortunately, if your mentor is not teaching you how to build cash cow businesses too, then you will be frustrated because all you have is a speculative business. And the speculative business, the nature of it is that you don't know when the profit you made last week will come back again. All you have to keep on focusing on is executing your system in hope that one day, next hour, maybe that profit will come again. But if it doesn't come, you need to control your emotions so that you don't blow the accounts. Your emotions so that you don't over leverage. The mistake people make is this. You can have a behavior, a form of a behavior by risking more, which is over leveraging in hope of higher returns. But that, because it is not a high risk, high reward business, you are making a mistake. I'm going to ask you a question right now. Why do you, if people will say, oh, it doesn't matter. So if it is not a speculative business, why then do you have fear of missing out? Can somebody tell me? If trading is not a speculative business, how come people right now listening to me, your biggest problem, some of you, is fear of missing out? I need an answer. You tell me. Because remember, I said I'm giving you a conviction right now. Are you with me? So how come we have people right now having fear of missing out? You can put the answer in the comments. I genuinely really want to know. Because if you believe this, then you will know that fear of missing out is not your problem. It is the nature of the business and what it creates. So people knows in their heart internally that this trading thing is a speculative business. And as a result of that, they know in their hearts, that if they don't make the money now, they cannot be able to make it again, earlier, tomorrow, or next week. It is very important that you understand this. Are you with me? Very, 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 very important. So do not let anybody convince you that you are in the business of a cash cow. You, as a speculator, you're not in the business of a cash cow. No, you are not. You are in the business of a speculative structure. That means you need to understand that you cannot quit your job to be able to only focus on trading. You cannot put all your basket or all your eggs in the basket of trading. Logically, it does not make sense. So while you are learning how to trade, you need to have other ideas, other skill sets you are building, because the trading business is not a place where we go to make money. It's a place where we go to multiply money. So you cannot multiply what you don't have. If you guys are getting this, just drop some ones in the chat for me. So by this, it makes you understand already that every trading problem you have, or every trading problem you have been unable to explain, has a category explanation. Very important that you understand this. Are you all with me? Are you guys with me? Good. So you need to understand this. So this is the conviction I want to give you now, that every trading problem you cannot explain has a category of explanation. That means the behavior is not random. So when you come to me and tell me, Mr. Cliff, I don't know why I am over trading, it is because there is something in your mind that is making you believe you can make money from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the moment I am even telling you this, right after we are done with this call, there is a video waiting for you on YouTube telling you how I make money every single week as a retail trader. And your mind believes that because your body loves those lies. Very important that you understand this. I'm very, very serious about this session today because there are family members right now that you are listening to me as a married man, as a married wife, as a married woman. Right now, your money is blown because you wanted to quickly use that money to bail out your family. But it doesn't work like that. Are you all with me? Very important that you understand this. So when you understand the concept of the Profitable Trader series, the part 1 was to be able to show you that trading is also a business. That means you are not wasting your time deciding to be in this space, but you will waste your time if you decide to only focus on your desires instead of the realities of this business. So tonight, if trading is a speculative business, then you need to be able to understand this, that every category that I mentioned earlier, they have laws. Do you know why they have laws? They have laws, and everything in this world that is factual have laws. That is what we call something the law of gravity. It is what makes it very fair for you to jump from a 50th story building and you will go down, hit on the ground, unfortunately hurt yourself while you are a Christian, a believer, whatever that you are. It doesn't matter. The law will let you pay for that price regardless. So it is the laws of this business that makes it very fair to the person who have no experience even in finances to come and make money in this industry, regardless of whatever anybody feels about you. People can call you a good for nothing person, and their feelings will not determine whether you will be successful here, because their feelings does not create success for you. It is you understanding the laws. So the laws of a speculative business. Remember, I told you that's my topic for today. So every category of business have laws, rules that govern how it operates. That means what these rules or these laws simply means is it makes it very realistic of what this business category can produce, what it cannot produce, what you must do to make it work, and what will break it if you violate those rules. It doesn't matter your feelings. This is the reality. Are you with me? So let's say, let's pick up an example. Let's say a cash cow. Cash cow also have laws. The law of cash cow is to know how to maintain the asset. If you buy a car, or that you want to use for taxi, Uber, whatever, the most important thing about it is to maintain the asset. As long as you are maintaining the asset and being able to put it on the road, it will produce cash cow. And another law in the cash cow is do not over extract. That means if, let's say, you are making, let's say, $1,000 every single month from one car, don't spend all the $1,000. Keep a percentage you'll be using to service the car, to keep on maintaining the car. It's a law. Are you with me? That means if you violate those laws, the cash cow will dry up. Are you all learning? What about growth business? Growth business also have laws. The law of growth business is to make sure that you are reinvesting into the business aggressively. So let's say if you make $100,000 and they hear that you have used $100,000 to invest into the business, it makes perfect sense if it's a growth business. It makes perfect sense if it's a growth business. And so these are the laws that are in the other businesses and so on and so forth. And so the same way a speculative business also have laws. The only issue is that most retail traders have never either been taught what they are, or they didn't bother to know, and which is why, majority of them keep on breaking them without even knowing that they are breaking them. So I'm going to give you a list of these laws. There are 4 of them, and I want you to write them down and we take it up from there. Law number 1. Law number 1. The law number 1 is that a speculative business operates on probability. So you may have heard this before, that this business is a game of probabilities. It's not just English. It is a way of letting you understand what that law means. It means that if trading as a speculative business is operates on probability, then it means that there is no certainty in this business. Okay? It means there is no certainty in this business. It means there is no certainty in this business. Let's define probability for a second. Probability is the likelihood that a specific outcome will occur across a large number of attempts. Probability is the likelihood that a specific outcome will occur across a large number of attempts. Probability is the likelihood that a specific outcome will occur across a large number of attempts. That means it does not guarantee any single outcome. That is why, if you have heard me saying this before, I would tell you guys that always treat every outcome of your business, especially in trading, treat every outcome that is not special. The one that made you $100,000 is not special than the one that made you 0 or made you nothing. Every outcome in this business is not special. Every one of them is just an outcome that either made you money or not. But the ability for you to convince yourself to understand what I'm saying becomes an issue a little bit. So you need to understand that a speculative business does not produce guaranteed results on any individual trade. It doesn't. That means the moment you click the buy or sell, you are only just executing according to one edge, a system that you have. The outcome is not yours to control. The outcome is yours to interpret, not to control it. You cannot control the outcome. You can only interpret the outcome. And the reason why you are interpreting the outcome is so that you don't forget that this business is a game of probabilities. That means win or lose, you learn from both of them. Are you with me? Very important that you understand that. So this is one of the things. I want you to write something down here. A speculative business produces results across a large sample of attempts. This is very important that I want you to write it down. A speculative business produces results across a large sample of attempts. A speculative business produces results across a large, underline the word large, a large sample of attempts, not only an individual attempt. That means every single time you abandon a positive expectancy system during a losing streak, you are breaking the first law of the business that you are in. Very important you understand this. So now you can tell how many times you have been breaking this law. Every single, if you're having a losing streak for like 2 weeks, you're like, something is wrong. No, nothing is wrong. You are still executing a sample of your trades from your back-tested data. You have a back-tested data, right? Well, if you do, then that is you are game on. Nothing has changed. So that is law number 1. I'm going to rush through today very quickly because we have Q&A session today. So don't forget that, so we can actually answer some questions. So that is law number 1. If you have this law down, drop some number 1s in the chat. And if you understand it and the conviction is there, we'll move on to law number 2. Are you okay? If you understand this, drop some ones in the chat for me, please. Okay. All right, let's rock and roll. So that is law number 1. Law number 2 is a speculative business multiplies capital. It does not generate income. This is law number 2. A speculative business multiplies capital. It does not generate income. I will explain this. Don't worry at all. I got you. You see, this right here is the most important law to me, and I talk about it a lot. But this law also is the most misunderstood one, because when we say trading multiplies money and it does not make money, people do not understand this. Many people have reached out to me and say, what do you mean, yada yada yada? But most retail traders approach trading accounts as an income generator. So when they sit down, they go like, okay, I'm expecting this account to produce money from nothing. You know, just like how a job is, because many people are involved in salary-based activities. So that is how they want to see trading. It's like, okay, all I have is $50. All I have is $10. You know, some people will convert even a $10 into a cent account, hoping that something will come out of it. But the truth of the matter is, remember, it's a multiplication business. And so you can only multiply what you have. That is just a reality. And so if you understand this, it changes everything. Because a speculative business does not generate money from nothing. It takes existing capital and multiplies it through the edge of the system. So that means the input here is the capital, and the output is the multiplied capital. So let's remove zero, let's remove hopes and all of this and so on and so forth from it. And you see, sometimes when you don't understand it from this concept, you will go and work, and the money that you are sweating for, you will now come and put it into the market, hoping it will make you money. No, you're about to multiply. And you know this already, that multiplication also have laws. That means if you multiply 100 times 0, chief, is 0. So as much as you want to multiply, you also need to understand that you can lose it. That is what makes it an interesting business. So if you are working, and you are sweating, and you want to use the money that you have been sweating to multiply it, it can go well, it may not go well, but you need to accept that. That is why we keep on saying that only deposit the amount of money you are willing to lose, not the amount of money you are willing to multiply, the amount of money you are willing to lose, because the multiplication only comes when you have understood the reality of the chances that could happen to your capital. Are you with me? It's very important that you understand this. So when you accept this, then you will now start to have what we call a percentage mindset. And the moment you have the percentage mindset, it changes everything. So when you think, just think about it in amount and see something. Let's say if you are thinking things in amount, oh, I made $10 this week. The amount will feel very small relative to your needs. You know, there are people who have bills to pay and so on and so forth. So you are never going to be satisfied. But when you think of it in percentage, you will know that, okay, I have been able to get 5%, 10%. You know, you will start to appreciate it. So return on capital, let's define that. I told you this is a very practical series. So you need to start writing these things down. A return on capital is the percentage gain produced by your trading system relative to the total capital that you deploy. So what that simply means is that the correct metric of this is that as a retail trader, your first mindset approach is to see things from a percentage perspective. That means the moment that you stop seeing things from a percentage perspective, you are breaking the second law, which is the speculative business. It does not multiply capital, but rather it multiplies capital, but rather not generates income. If you don't understand it from that angle, that law is being broken. And when you break that law, do you know what that means? It means that you are now going to start not appreciating your profit. And when you don't appreciate your profit, what happens? Can somebody tell me, what is the behavior that you will see in a person who doesn't appreciate their profit? Tell me now. What is the behavior you're going to see in a person that does not appreciate their profit? Tell me. Can we bring it up on the screen for me, please, Solomon? If somebody do not appreciate the profit they are making, what is the behavior you would normally see in their trading career? Tell me. Because right now, remember, beyond we learning the Profitable Trader series, don't still forget that this is a psychological class. That means I still need to bring back for you to see something now. So if somebody is not appreciating the profit they are making, what are some of the examples of the behaviors that you can see that this is the reason why this is the person's problem? Can you tell me? Can we bring some of the answers up on the screen for me, please? Thank you. What are some of the behaviors that you will see normally? Talk to me. Giving back their profit to the markets. That is a good one. Another one. Give me another one again. So now you can write over trading. Thank you so much. So you will normally see over trading as well. Perfect. Over trading is they become reckless. And when you become reckless, what do? You will overtrade. Okay, so this is very important. So if you are here, you are Mr. Cliff, how can I be able to, thank you so much, Solomon. How can I be able to stop, over leveraging, over trading, and so on and so? You need to understand the one way is by letting this conviction reign in your mind that you need to stop seeing the business from a monetary aspect. Let the monetary only aspect comes in when you are doing accounting. Oh, I've spent this, I've spent that. But as far as growing the business is concerned, look at it from a percentage perspective. Are you with me? Good. So that is law number 2. Let's talk about law number 3. The law number 3 is a speculative business requires capital preservation above all else. Please write this down. Law number 3 is that the most important, okay, I will explain later, but let us write this down. A speculative business requires, please write it down, capital preservation above all else. A speculative business requires capital preservation above all else. Sorry. A speculative business requires capital preservation above all else. That means you cannot multiply 0. That means capital is the only input of a speculative business. That means the time you are putting in, the market does not care. The how many hours you learn how to trade, the market does not care. The only input in a speculative business is capital. You can put in the time, stretch yourself, don't eat, sacrifice, the market does not care about that. It only cares about your capital input. That means if you don't have capital, this business cannot operate. Unlike other businesses, a person can rebuild through effort and time. You can basically knock on people's door to let them even buy something from you or whatever or not. But with this business, without capital, it's not possible. It's not possible. You cannot pray your way through it. You need a capital. Even if somebody is borrowing it to you, you still need a capital. Does that make sense? So now the reason why capital preservation is very important above everything else is because mathematically speaking, I explained something to you guys. I think it was in the Independent Trader series. We were talking about risk management. And I said a 10% loss requires how much percentage to recover? A 10% loss requires how much percentage to recover? Let me see if we have some mathematicians here in our mix. If you lose 10% of your account, how much do you need to be able to recover the 10%? If you know you are not good in mathematics or you don't like it, like how I didn't like it, but now I like it, because if you don't know math, you don't need to know elective math and all those ones we used to study in school. I remember very well. Very, very interesting subjects. But how much percentage do you need to recover a 10% loss? I need some answers in the comment section. How much percentage do you need to recover a 10% loss? 20% gain, 11%. I mean, don't go too far. Let us just see just the break even and whatever one is. Okay, 11%. That is very good. 11.1, 11%, very good. Now, 25% loss, you're gonna need like 33% thereabout. So now this should tell you something. 50% is a lot. You don't need that much to recover a 10% loss, but then it could recover, of course, obviously, right? Anyways, so why am I sharing this with you? You need to be able to understand that means as much as you want to gain, preserving the capital is important. That's what I'm trying to let you understand now. Are you with me? That means if capital is the only input of a speculative business, and if without it, it cannot operate, then protecting the capital is not timidity. That means if you say, I will not trade this week, don't equate all of those kind of behavior to fear. It is not every time that you are afraid. Sometimes you are wise. Because you know that you have been able to make 10% of this week. You said you don't want to trade because you want to protect your capital. That makes sense. It's okay with it. There's no problem with that. So the third law that I'm giving you, what did I say? A speculative business requires capital preservation above all else. Let me just run through it quickly so that we go. Number one, a speculative business operates on probability. Don't forget law number one. Law number two, I said a speculative business multiplies capital. It does not generate income. It multiplies capital. And then law number three is that it also, you need to understand a speculative business requires capital preservation above all else. That means you must know how to stop a loss. This is what I say, many people don't understand, but if you stop a loss, you've lost a trade. You must know how to stop a loss. You know, when you go to driving school here, no driving school teaches you how to go fast. A driving school teaches you how to manage your movements. So that is why when they give you the theoretical material, they are trying to let you understand the laws requires for you to get to your destination. So they will teach you, go this speed, step on the brake when you get to this traffic light. This is a zebra crossing. Don't go beyond just this. No driving school is teaching you how to go 200 kilometers per hour, because they know if they focus on your preservation, you will get to the destination. Do you understand now? But right now, majority of our teachings as mentors in this trading space is to teach people how to make money. So many people have learned how to make money. And when they are in a winning streak, good for them. When they are in a losing streak, big problem. Because they have no understanding about account preservation. Because all they have learned is how to go fast lane. But account preservation in this business is supposed to be above everything else. So many people knows how to multiply money. Congratulations, but they don't know how to preserve the capital. Both the profits they have made and the one that they are using to multiply. So when you go to a driving school, don't forget that analogy. If you are teaching somebody how to trade and you are spending time showing them how to play defense, and they're like, when will you teach me how to trade? Show them that account preservation is much more important in this business than account multiplication. Because multiplication is easy. You can get lucky to make money, but you can't get lucky to preserve. Did you hear what I just said? As a trader, the reason why you need to love stopping losses is because you can get lucky making money, but you don't get lucky preserving your capital. If this is your first time that you are joining this masterclass, don't mind my energy. Sometimes when I speak like this, people are saying, Clifford, I'm not angry. I'm just passionate for your transformation. So if this is your first time, don't go, don't leave. Don't say, hey, when I went to this masterclass, the way this guy is teaching us, he's just, just pounding on us. There is somebody, I remember back in the days, many years ago, there was a lady. She's actually a British, like a white lady. One time, she was not coming on one of my conferences for a while. And I asked her why. Truly, and because she's a white person, she will not lie. No, I'm not saying that white people don't lie, but I'm just saying I've lived with majority of them for around to know when they are lying. So she said, Cliff, I'll be honest with you. I said, why? She said, because I'm nervous about your voice. Because when the way you speak, sometimes even when I'm sleeping and I'm being lazy, I can hear your voice telling me to wake up. So because of that, I know when I come on to your session or your calls, I will feel guilty for not doing what I know I have to do. I don't intentionally speak like this. It comes from me trying to bring out a passionate conviction into your mind. So you see how I've slowed down now. It's just that is how it's like an engine. We are about to spark it again, so get ready. I'm kidding. Anyways, but you understand the concept now, right? So many people do not know how to preserve capital. They don't know how to preserve capital. They know how to make money, but they don't know how to preserve capital. So now that you understand this is a speculative business, chief, learn how to preserve capital. Some of you right now, you need to stop learning new strategies and start learning how to preserve your capital. It is okay. Every strategy in this world, you are learning it. The one that is not concerning you, you are learning it. Unless you don't see a strategy somewhere on YouTube, you are just jealous not knowing what it is. It's okay. It's okay. Start learning how to preserve the small one you are making. Okay. Law number 4. Let's rock and roll. The law number 4, a speculative business must be isolated from personal financial pressure. A speculative business must be isolated from personal financial pressure. This is a law. This is not an advice. You see, if I am advising you, I will tell you, I am telling you the laws of how you survive in this business. And laws does not care about your feelings. You know, there are many reasons why this masterclass today should not be happening. You know, technical difficulties, several couple of few things. And I was at the backstage, you know, just talking to my producer. And, you know, thank God he saved the day today for the technical difficulty. We had such an amazing, you know what, let us drop some number ones in the chat for Solomon. You know, when we started this masterclass, I'm pausing because we are a people of honor in this community. So let's drop some number ones in the chat for TP Masterclass producer. You know, he's an amazing gentleman, somebody who I'm sure wherever he is, right? So what is Clifford doing? You know, he doesn't care about, he doesn't need that, but I'm honoring you, Solomon. Thank you. Your efforts, you know, I can't do this alone. Imagine while I'm teaching and I have to also try to find a way, bring something on the screen. I can't. But the kind of effort he puts in to make sure this masterclass is happening, if only if you knew what people see versus what happens behind the scenes, you will not know. I just wanted to say this to say that there are many reasons why this masterclass shouldn't have happened today, but we pushed and we are here today. Why? Because the law of transforming people's life and impacting life got nothing to do with your feelings. I can sit here right now and I have not probably eaten the whole day. And that does not matter. I have to still come scream while my stomach is making noise. And I'm still teaching you because in the law of impact, sacrifice is part of the laws. If you don't understand things like this, you will not have conviction, ladies and gentlemen. It is important that you understand this. Are you with me? So these laws I am giving you, they are not laws of opinions. They are laws. If you say, I don't care, it's on you. That one, I've done my part. So the fourth law is that a speculative business must be isolated from personal financial pressure. That means when your personal financial needs and the trading account occupy the same space, you are in trouble. This is what is making many of you blow your account, because there are some family members, the moment there are some of you listening to me right now. As soon as you hit TP, it's like there is this frequency to the people who know you. It's like they can tell you have hit TP. The moment you hit it, that is when you will get a notification and say, please, can I get this? Or that is when the person you owe money is about to text you immediately. It's like they know. It is a law. They know. You see? And then the moment you get that message, you are like, oh, you know, blah, 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 and boom, you blow the money. And then now you will now come to me and say, Mr. Cliff, I don't know why, Chief, why are you lying? You know why you are blowing the account? It's because your personal needs and your personal finances is connected to a business, which is called speculative business. You are in trouble. It's not going to work. There are some of you, unfortunately, you have relationships that you have to prove that you can, you know, take care of the relationship. So even though you know that what God has provided for you, unfortunately, is just $500. And that $500, maybe every single month, on a good month, it can produce $100 for you. And that $100 cannot, unfortunately, chief, buy that hair. It can't buy the hair. It can't even buy flowers. The only flower you can buy is probably, the one that when you touch it and it closes, the one that normally you will see it. And that is the only one that, and those ones, they are not flowers. They're just something that is in nature. Yes, so that one you can go uproot it and go and give it to your loved ones. But as far as buying roses and those petals is concerned, chief, you're not there yet. So if you use your trading money and connect it to buying flowers to maybe, let's say, a woman who does not even love flowers, but she went and she saw an Instagram video and she said, "Oh, this is such a beautiful flower," and because of that you want to do the same and you blow your account, how can we save you? She doesn't even love the flowers in the first place. So stay in your lane. Are you with me? Separate those bills. You want to trade to pay your school fees. It sounds very honest and genuine, but I'm sorry, chief, speculative business is not supposed to be used to pay school fees. When you get lucky and your school fees are being paid, it is called a relative story. I can't come and sit here and say, here is how you pay for school fees. It's not a doctrine in this business. But however, if you get lucky and during that week it went well for you and you paid your school fees, good for you. But don't let that become the strategy for the other semesters, because you will be disappointed. Do you like what I am teaching? If you don't like what I'm teaching, I'm sorry. If it is too much for you and I'm shattering your dreams, forgive me, but you need to hear this truth. Because this is what is making you blow the account. Trading is a very profitable business. Take it from me. But it is not operated in the way you are trying to operate it. If you are still my friend, drop some number ones in the chat. Because the Profitable Trader series is not for somebody who wants to feed their desires. This is for those who are serious and wants to do this business. You are welcome. And by the end of this series, you will become a profitable trader. Only if you are serious. Are we still friends? Don't go, I like you. Stay. Okay, don't leave me. Anyways. Yes, separate it. Separate it from. You see, while I'm telling you this, you should listen on, because listen, all jokes aside, I'm not trying to be sarcastic. These prop firms and these companies, they have a cash cow. You are the one who doesn't have a cash cow. So when he comes and he's giving you the discount code, it is not so that you will be able to change your life. It's so that his cash cow can be maintained. That discount code is not for you. It's for the business. So when you see the mentor saying, I am opening up this channel for the first 20 people, it's not for you. It's not for you. It is so that his cash cow can be maintained. They are not bad. They are not bad. They are just smart enough to know you need cash cow. I was having a meeting with my team and they're like, Mr. Clay, for how long would you keep on sponsoring this brand, paying salaries and all these things from your own pocket? Because as a brand, you can tell how many things do we monetize. We don't. Even the CSOT people are watching the videos. You are watching it for free. But I came to the realization of whether I like it or not, there is a day coming. This brand, if we want to transform nations, we are going to need a cash cow. Not my cash cow. The brand needs its cash cow. I have my own ways. That is why we have been able to fuel this brand by the grace of God for doing so many different things. The event we did in Dubai, you can ask those who came. They didn't pay a dime. And those who came the beginning in the Dubai conference, if we were trying to target them to use to pay for the conference, they would have arrested us there. So, and you can ask them how Dubai conferences work. It was not cheap, but we didn't charge anybody. The Ghana event, ask people, we didn't charge anybody. But if we want to do the Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, United States, that one now, it is no more Cliff is a good person. We need to have a system that fuels that. As much I love you guys genuinely, but we don't want to do this thing and also, go broke, because you can go broke if you are pretending with that essence. But there are certain things now we're sacrificing. So that is how life works. At some point, you need to face the reality. Not because you are bad or good, it's because that is the law. It takes resources to impact. So when you understand it from this perspective, everything changes. Are you with me now? So separate The fourth law: separate your personal finances from your trading business. If not, you will have the personal financial pressure. So I want you to write this down or think about this or go and meditate upon it. That a speculative business cannot function correctly under personal financial pressure. Impossible. If you know that your wife does not know that you are trading, tell her. Sit her down and say, honey, listen, I recently got involved into trading. And the way the thing moves up and down, sometimes it is the same emotions you give me. I'm sorry. Don't come and say Cliff is saying women are giving up and down pressure. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that discuss it with her. Let her understand that this is what I've started. So that means when you are praying, pray for me so that this pressure, the moment there are some of you here, if you have the right discussions with your family members, your partners, your friends and families, they will support you in the way the pressure will leave. Separate the pressure from your finances. Are you with me? Okay. Now, let's talk about something very important. Now, I need to talk to some people in this room right now. Very, very important conversation that I want to talk to you about here. There is something that you need to be able to understand when you are trying to grow in this business. I want to talk to those because there are many people here listening to me. Either your account is small or you're about to use a small account to start to trade. Okay. So, because everything that I've just said right now about capital and, so on and so forth, it sounds like it is only for people with money. But most people listening to me right now, what if you don't have a lot of capital? You're right. Some people probably have $100, $200. Many do not have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Some are starting with the few hundreds of dollars. So let me just be direct, because it is a conversation this industry normally does not want to have. Everybody just making it look like everybody has the money, but because retail traders, some of them don't have money, right? So let's say, but before we talk about that, let's talk about something here. I wrote down something and I want to talk to you guys about something. There is a difference between compounding and growth business. So remember, I was telling you guys that a growth business is when you reinvest your money back into the business to build the infrastructure to the business. So what is the difference between a growth business and a speculative business that involves compounding, or compounding in a speculative business? So this question, let's define that. When you pick a growth business is when you are reinvesting to build new capacity, new infrastructure, new products, new people, new systems, everything new. So if Amazon is reinvesting their profit, they are building new warehouses. They are trying to build new systems for logistics. Maybe they are investing into their cloud computing. Okay? So growth business is about reinvesting into the business to create new assets, to build new infrastructures. But then when you are compounding in a speculative business, because part of you making money in this business is also compounding. But compounding is not you reinvesting the profit necessarily. But many people do not understand the difference. So they end up reinvesting into the business instead of understanding the compounding effect. That means when you leave profit in the account, you are not building a new capacity. You are creating a new revenue stream, meaning that you are not generating a new asset. You are only enlarging the inputs. That means 10% on $100 is $10. But 10% on 200 is $20. 10% on 1,000 is $100. That is what compounding does to your business. And then when we are, I think maybe episode 3, we will talk about when then do you withdraw. That as a trader, when do you withdraw? We'll talk about all those practical things. Like, remember, the goal of this masterclass is to actually make you become profitable. So we'll talk about all the technicalities. But I wanted us to just talk about compounding and things before we go on. Because compounding in a speculative business is retaining the returns to enlarge the capital base. But then If, let's say, for example, you have $1,000 and over a period of executions, you have now been able to make 500. That is 50% of your account. If you remove the $500 and then you put it back into trading, let's say you say, I'm going to buy, I don't know, maybe I am reinvested into another account. It sounds great, but try to find a percentage out of that profit. Do something else, put it somewhere, because you see, the goal is to be able to make sure the profit you are making in trading becomes enough eventually to create a cash cow that will bring you stability. Because how fast you become stabilized is how fast your profitability keeps on getting permanent or consistent. So that is the difference between compounding and a growth business. So a growth business, the person is reinvesting into the business to build new infrastructures. Compounding, you are only enlarging the input. But don't forget this, capital preservation is also key. I wanted to just explain this quickly because many people may not understand this and take it up from there. Now let's talk about the realistic expectation of a small account that I was trying to talk about here. So let's say if, for example, you have $100 account and your system produces 10% monthly return. That is a strong result. Is that true? You will make $10 that month, but $10, let me say in Ghana is not much. I don't think Lagos is a lot of money. All right. Even though it's real money, but it can buy something. It can buy maybe 1 meal, whatever one, or, but then it is nothing. So your $10 cannot really replace a salary. It cannot pay rent. It cannot solve your financial crisis. So that moment, if you try to use $100 account to produce the money that will solve these problems, you'll be taking more risk and you'll be over leveraging and you'll be abandoning the system. And then now you will start producing, losses for yourself for no reason. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to those who have a smaller account is what I call the split rule. So the split rule, let's define that before I tell you what it is. So the split rule is when, if you are operating a small account, okay, or a small capital base, you are still going to have the compounding stage. Don't forget that. But you are going to divide every month's profit into 2 positions deliberately. That means one portion for immediate life and one portion retained in the account to compound the capital base. That means whatever happens, you need to withdraw. But when you are withdrawing, just withdraw something, because even if it's $15, keep something, but keep something also in the account for enlarging the input. But something has to come out. It is nothing. I know it is a small amount of money, but in this stage, let's be real, $100 was not going to change anything. I know some people are trying to turn $100 into 100,000 and $100 into, this is what is feeding people's desires. So when the person, especially if you're a Christian, you would tell yourself, I know God can change my life. It is true, God changes life. But Ecclesiastes chapter 11 also says, invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you may make a profit. He says, invest in several places. That means diversification is key. If not, the Bible wouldn't have told you that diversification is important. So while you believe you are a good trader, and I believe you are too, but also be wise and diversify. Are you with me? So we are about to wrap up now, because today we have a Q&A. As I said, today we are just basically trying to make sure we finalize the conviction in episode 2. So episode 3 and 4 will be practical things leading to the final destination of you becoming a profitable trader. Okay? Now, if you are starting with $100, this is the advice I will give you. I hope that makes sense. So the path from $100 account to a meaningful trading business is not a better strategy, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. That means consistent execution. And if you're able to add the split rule applied monthly and capital added from your parallel income that you have, or the income sources that you have, eventually that system will produce you something. Now, I am not saying some people cannot compound all the way to a lot of money, but can you do it? Because can you be trusted? Looking at $100 and you are able to turn it from 100 to 1,000. Would you be able to contain yourself to make the right decision? That is the fear. The fear right now that I have for you is not that I don't believe in you. Is that can you contain yourself? That mental system. So that is what I'm giving. So don't say, oh, but Cliff, I've seen somebody doing this. I hear you, but can you do it is the question, because I'm talking to you, not as someone. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about, and we're almost about to wrap up this conversation for today, because today we have questions, so that we can actually take some questions. And then episode 3 and episode 4, we will now go straight up into the practical things back to back, so that you can start becoming a profitable trader. Okay. Now, everything that we have been taught so far here, everything that you have been taught so far here, and everything that we have been thinking about at this moment here, I want you to understand this. Let's say, for example, you've made money this week, this month. What do you do with the profit in that business? I already gave you option number 1, which is apply the split rule. That means if the capital base is still small, if you are still in the stage where the percentage return does not really produce a meaningful amount of money for you, apply the split rule. You can do it 50%, you can do 60-40, you can do whatever, but split rule. Then number 2, what can you also do? Compound everything. If the capital base is at a level where you do not have an immediate financial pressure, then keep on compounding. But remember the advice here, immediate financial pressure. If you don't have that, then keep on compounding. But if you know you have financial pressure, compound is going to be very difficult for you, because while you are compounding, your mind is making you want to put pressure on yourself. Then option number 3 is always learn how to withdraw at full threshold. That means if your capital base has reached the level where the monthly percentage return produces the income you need, what do you need to do? You need to withdraw the profit above the amount needed to maintain the base. Because at that moment, your business is producing what it was supposed to produce, right? So it's as simple as that. Are you with me? Good. Now, this is the reality check I want to give us, then we'll go into our Q&A for today. Speculative business alone is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. I will not lie to you here. It's not enough to produce consistent financial stability. That means, Cliff, are you saying trading business is not enough? That's not what I said. I said the speculative part. The industry is called the financial market. There are many things you can do in this financial market. Clicking buy and sell alone, you either need a lot of capital as input to make a good amount of money. If you have small money, do not just, at least gather your energy, learn a skill, and enter into the lifestyle business, which is freelancing or other things. But or get a job and add it to it. I know. Cliff, trading is the only thing I want to do. Then you are not hungry enough. And that is okay. Are you with me? Very important that you understand this. So your mentor, he doesn't only just trade. He has also a cash cow. Your prop firm that you cannot stop buying, the prop firm itself is not trying to do a business with you only in a speculative way. The prop firm also have a cash cow. The brokerage, they make money from different angles. If you pick up the prop firm have so many business ideas of how they make money. They sell you packages, they trade your trades, they take your trades, they trade against you. That means if you are an unprofitable trader and you're always hitting stop losses, your trade is their opposite entry. They sell your data. The brokerages also do the same. The signal provider. So you, the retail trader, one stream, one account, one hope, speculating one, you are going to be in trouble. So while everyone around you has built something that is not dependent on any individual trade going right, this is not to say I'm trying to discourage you, but to show you that the structure of the problem is clear before you. This is why you are over leveraging. This is why you are over trading, because this is where all your problems, salvation must come from. This is the problem. Are you with me? This is the problem. So you need to know how to diversify. So I'm going to give you guys some few stages here, and then we are almost about to wrap up. So stay with me. I want to run through it quickly so that we can go to the Q&A. So what do you do about this where you are right now? Let's say, Cliff, okay, I hear you. What should we do? Well, As an early stage trader, small capital, you have inconsistent results, systems still needs to be developed. That means your priority at this stage is to protect your capital, not to try to make more money. Cliff, I am a new trader. I just started, but I have been learning something. At this stage, just focus on learning. But if you have started going live, if you are at an early stage as a trader, focus on preserving your capital. Develop the system, build a track record. And then if you have a smaller account, keep on applying the split rule. You make some money, you are withdrawing, keep some there, withdraw some. If you are a developing trader, Cliff, what do I do? That means now your capital is growing. The system now has a track record, at least maybe for 6 months. Your results are becoming more consistent. So at this stage, you need to begin building your first non-speculative stream within the trading industry. Maybe, the brokerage that you are using, they may have a rebate system. Speak to the brokerage and say, listen, I've been using this brokerage for a while now. I believe in you guys. I love you guys. Can you give me a rebate deal? Because whether you do a rebate or not, somebody will still go and open a brokerage. A rebate business is not a bad business. It's just that many people do not tell their mentees, and that is the only part where I don't like. Rebate is not something to be shy about. It's a business, an opportunity the brokerage has given to people. But the mistake people make is they keep on making people say trade, so they can make more money and the person is losing money. That is unethical. But if you know that you are profitable, you love the brokerage, open up, speak to the brokerage, contact them, tell them that, listen, give me my own personal referral link. Can I be able to give it to some traders I know who want to also learn? And they will say yes. Then you will give it to them. They sign up. When they are trading, making money, the brokerage is also paying you, because the rebate model, it is not the person that is paying you. It is the brokerage is paying you, because whether you let them sign up or not, the brokerage will make money. Does that make sense? So this is not something negative. Think about it. So while you are developing as a trader, have other deals, referral relationships with other companies, prop firms, if you believe in them, rebate brokerages, if you believe in them. People are here. You are suggesting Netflix and movies. There is a movie that came out. Everybody on social media was suggesting it, yet the Netflix channel did not pay anybody. They call it polygamous or whatever one. Everybody was talking about it, yet they didn't pay you. So you telling somebody about something to get paid, there is nothing negative about it. You're already doing it for free. Expand your mind. Think like a businessman. All right? Or maybe your mentor will tell you, oh, I want you to sign up under my link. You're like, mentor, no problem. But is it possible that while that the brokerage is paying you a certain percentage from me, is it possible to give me 20%? Simple. You discuss with your mentor. And mentor, if I bring somebody also to you, would you be able to also give me 5%? Mentor, you have a good mentorship program. If I bring you 15 people, would you give me 15%? You believe in your mentor, so you do business with him. But we live in a world where people don't want people to grow. It's not right. We need to start thinking like businessmen, because with or without you, the mentor will sign up somebody. So let him give you a deal. I'm talking about an authentic, genuine mentor you believe in, that you know that they will do the right thing. You strike a deal with them, sign a contract. Then now you have a cash cow too as a trader. You see, you need to have these thinking. Even Dubai now has a referral program. I'm not lying. It's true. Dubai now has a referral program that if you refer somebody to come to Dubai, now they pay you. So this is not anything negative. It is a way of you helping somebody and you helping yourself. But remember, it is for a developing trader. What I hate is a trader who do not know how to trade. You don't even know how brokerages work. And you are like, hey, sign up. Sign up where? If right now the person money gets stuck, what would you do? So as a developing trader, while you are making money and you are building things and you have a track record, you are making money, but you still want extra income, go for it. There is nothing wrong with that. Go for it. Develop systems, sell it, monetize it. If you know that you are a tech guy who can build maybe a trading journal, build a journal, use it for your own trades, let it work for you, sell it to somebody else. Stage number 3, you are an established trader. Right now, your capital base is sufficient to produce meaningful returns at a sound percentage. For you, your system is now verified. You have a track record. All right, 12 months and plus, and so on and so forth. At this stage, you need to make sure that you have multiple streams operating for you. That means the speculative account is for compounding. Your cash cow stream is for producing recurring income. That is what you can use to take care of your family, set yourself free, and so on and so forth. That means now you have a fund management path that is happening for you right now. Are you with me? Very important. That means when you are buying prop firm, it is not so that you will see how it goes. You are diversifying. You don't care about it. Okay? Very, very, very important that you understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this masterclass episode here was to finalize and fine-tune the conviction. I wanted you to understand that you need to know the kind of business you are in, and you need to understand where you are going. You are not just somebody who just stumbled across or came into trading for no reason. You want to do this business, so you must do this business. So the next time that you will see somebody telling you how much they bought this car or they bought this thing with trading money, they are not bad people, but they are trying to open your eye for you to know that, listen, yes, we buy and sell, but at the same time too, there is other parts of this business. If they don't tell you, that is on them. But if you don't listen, that is on you. So at least somebody is telling you now. I am not saying, there is this notion that, oh, but if I don't only trade to make money, then I'm not a good trader. It's not true. Right now, Cristiano Ronaldo is about to retire, or he has retired, or whatever that his state is. He has other things that he is doing. Does it mean he's not a good footballer? He is a very amazing, he is the GOAT. Well, yes. All right, I love CR7. So at the end of the day, you need to understand this, that there is nothing wrong with you expanding your mind to diversify your stability in income. But many people right now, it's like, if it is not trading, then nothing at all. It's like, those days when we were young, they would tell you, go and eat this food. You're like, I will not eat because you are angry. It's on you. 12 a.m., 2 a.m., you are the one suffering. That is what many of you are doing now. Just because you have lost before you heard this truth, you are like, no, if I do something right now, then how will I make money from trade? It is not that. Stop being that petty and open your mind. Learn the skills while you are learning trading. All right, don't just make trading all your life. It is part of a business, not all the business. Open your mind. Do certain things because your family's life depends on it. This is very serious. Are you with me? Very good that you are here listening to this. But my joy will be if you allow this to reign in your mind as a conviction. It is very important that you understand this. Learn the skills. Don't let it just be about clicking buy and sell. It is not enough. It is only enough if you have good capital or if you get lucky. Good for you. But as far as reality is concerned, your $100 cannot take care of you forever. So you need to have that mindset. Are you with me? Very important that you understand it, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here by now, you should understand that we started a Profitable Trader series. Part 1 was to let you understand the different categories. Part 2 is to let you understand there is a law called the law of a speculative business. And I gave you those laws. If you are breaking them, there are side effects. Let's go over it quickly and then we are done and we'll go and take the questions. I said law number 1, a speculative business operates on profitability. On probability, not certainty. It means you need to understand the trade you made last week that made you money is not special than the one making you lose money today. It is a probability game. No certainty is inside this business. Number 2, what did I say? A speculative business multiplies the capital. It does not generate income. That means trading business is a place where you go to multiply money, not a place you go to make money. So you cannot multiply what you don't have. Then what did I say? That's law number 3, is that a speculative business requires capital preservation above everything else. So I use an analogy of how they teach you how to drive in a driving school. The goal of the instructor is to show you how to manage movement from point A to point B so that you can get to your destination. Then law number 4 is a speculative business must be isolated from personal financial pressure. That means if you are here and you have school fees, bills, rent and other things, and you want to quickly make money, or somebody is sick, maybe your mother, your father, or unfortunately is not feeling well, and you quickly want to trade, you will end up disappointing yourself. You know, there is a gentleman, his story really broke my heart. That gentleman, a very humble gentleman, I don't know if he's following by now, but when I met him, I think a year or so ago, or maybe few months ago, it was a very sad story. Somebody introduced him to trading, and because he got involved with it, his mom was not feeling well, so he wanted to quickly use the trading money, multiply it, and support the mom bills. Unfortunately, he blew the money, and unfortunately, the mom ended up, leaving this earth. And it actually took a toll on this gentleman, a very, very handsome, beautiful inside out gentleman, and I have met him personally before, when I went to the country he's in. And at the end of the day, it broke my heart. And this comes as a result of people that have been told that trading can solve a situation like this. So they put all their hope in there only just to be disappointed. And I don't want that to be your portion. And so while you are learning how to trade, don't forget the category trading is involved in a speculative business, meaning it is a business that is not certain to produce the results you're looking for immediately, right now, every day, as much as you want. So while you are involved in here, diversify. All right. If you have learned something today from this masterclass, drop some ones in the chat before we go to the Q&A. We're going to spend some time today getting some question and answers, rock and roll going in, and we'll take it out from there. I don't know how the team has prepared the Q&A today, but I am eager to find out so that we can be able to take it out from there. All right. So if you have learned something, drop some ones in the chat for me. Let's take it out from there. Have you learned something? If you are following from LinkedIn, thank you so much for following. If you are following from YouTube here too, thank you so much for following. We are still on our Profitable Trader series, and I'm super excited to know that by the end of this series, somebody will start becoming profitable. Somebody's orientation about profitability is changing. It's changing. We thank God. Okay, perfect. So since we're on the same page now, Solomon, I'm ready whenever you guys are, so we can start taking out from there. So where are we starting from today? Are we going to be taking the questions from the charts, or how are we going about it? Okay, so if you have any questions now, you can go ahead and put it in the comment section. The team will bring it up on the screen. I don't know if we can also mirror LinkedIn and bring it up on the screen here, but if we cannot, that is perfectly fine. Let us try to basically gather the questions and bring the ones that we can answer here on this call, and the ones that we cannot answer. Okay. Apparently the team is saying we have a guest over here as well. So there is a guest, a TP family guest, who is also going to come live, which is really good. I love to meet you guys live here. So whenever he's ready as well, you can bring him up on the screen. But if we have any other questions in the comment section, let's bring it up on the screen right now. Let me start answering some of them, and then we take it out from there. So we do this Q&A every single last Saturday of every month. We do this Q&A. So next month as well, the last Saturday, we will do it. I mean, before, if in case we have not gone on a break yet. But then yes, so this is the culture that we have. So if you have any questions, just put in the comment section. I think the team already communicated with you that if you have any question, let us know. So let's just get our questions, rock and roll. Prepare your questions. We're going to take a break for like 60 seconds or 2 minutes. Solomon, let's go for a quick break. We come back and then we take the Q&A sessions. Okay. Yes. Okay, while they are putting it in there, let's just go for a short break, maybe a minute or two, so we can give them time to basically just do it, and then we'll just come back and then rock and roll from there. Okay.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
All right, so let's get right into it. Let's start bringing some questions up on the screen for me, please. Number, let's go. If I have $100 for trading, okay, what happened? Let's see. So if you have $100 for trading, do you advise getting a prop firm or a fund personal account? I would advise you to trade your $100. Don't get a prop firm for this. You are not going to survive with that. Because when you buy the prop firm, you're going to think it's coming to save your life. Because at this stage, the reason why you have $100 is because you don't have a better capital base yet. If you had more money, you would have deposited it. My advice, whether you listen, that's fine. But I will tell you the truth. Don't put it into a prop firm. Spend time learning how to grow the $100. Spend time learning how to build discipline with the $100. Spend time learning how to be able to apply the split rule and then grow with that first. But then if you have this, and this normally happens when an individual has, certain problems they want to solve in their life. But as I'm telling you now, trading is not going to do that. Even if that happens for you, you got lucky, because the nature of the business is to make sure that, people respect the multiplication system. So if you have $100, don't rush to buy a prop firm if you're thinking it's going to change your life. Learn how to be able to multiply this, learn how to keep this, grow this, until when you know that you are at a point where nothing can control that behavior, then you can actually start looking into prop firm. I'm not a big fan of prop firms. The reason why I'm not a big fan of prop firms is because the nature of the way the business works now, they don't really care about a lot of people right now. And it is very, very annoying. So I know people who sometimes are devastated because they made money and they don't want to pay them. So beyond just even you being a good trader, you cannot even determine if they will pay you or not. This is the problem. So you want to make sure you have something that you can control. Okay? All right, next question. Kindly recommend the best prop firms and brokers to engage with. Well, I don't have one for you. Brokerages, I cannot recommend that. You can, if you want to know, you can go to brokerchooser.com. So when you go to brokerchooser.com, you will put in the country where you are in, and then the system will help you to choose a brokerage that fits your systems. The reason why I cannot recommend a prop firm or I cannot recommend a brokerage is because, number one, of course, we are live. Here, there are brokerages that we can recommend if you are in our accountability program. But then as far as this live stream is concerned, unfortunately, no brokerage or prop firm has, done any affiliation business with me for me to give them that. However, there are very good brokerages out there that when you go to brokerchooser.com, when you go there, you can be able to find a brokerage for yourself. Prop firm wise, that is not a space where I do recommend certain things like that. But I'm sure you can do research on Trustpilot, and I'm sure, they will give you certain things and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, I cannot be able to recommend something like that. But of course, if you want a tailored advice, book a meeting and then let me hear you and I can guide you. But as far as, large amount of audiences here is concerned, I will not say anything that may, push other people to a place of confusion. So if you want my personal advice and direction, let the team schedule a meeting between you and I will happily meet you on one of the consultation days, and I will give you the consultation based on this advice you need. Okay. All right, then. Can we go to the next question, please? I am doing well in trading. However, standardizing the SL is a very big issue for me. Every time I lose different, I am looking for a day I will lose strictly 1% in every trade. Well, John, so the issue here is not about whether if you are hitting SL or they are inconsistent in losses. The problem is right there before you. Okay, it is either you don't have a defined SL, or you were trying to over leverage a certain system, and that led to an amount of loss you didn't plan to lose. So you need to ask yourself this question: that do I have my losses predefined? If your losses are predefined, the next question you got to ask yourself is, why then is it not reflecting the predefinition? The answer can be because you are trying to make more than you are supposed to, or you have not predefined it. It's as simple as that. But this day that you are looking forward to lose strictly 1%, it could be Monday, it could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday. It all depends on you. But I'm telling you, you just need to predefine them. And if you are struggling to follow that risk rule, then it's because you need another form of income that will be able to help you not to care about this as a whole. But whichever way, you just need to I would like to really understand why. If you don't mind, send me an email to my personal email. I would like to really see your P&Ls. Let me see the type of inconsistency that you're talking about here. Send me your P&L to my email. Sure, I'm sure you have my email, or probably you know where it is. So just send me an email. Let me see your P&L. I will take time. When you do send it, probably on Monday, give me like 48 hours, 72 hours. I will definitely get time and go through it and get back to you and see how inconsistent that losses look like. Okay. All right. Next question. I hold on to a losing trade for longer than I hold on when I'm in profit. When I'm in profit, I always think the market will come back and stop me out and quickly get out, or the profit continues without me. Well, this is clear example of somebody who is experiencing loss aversion as a losing behavior, meaning that your tendency of not wanting to lose has become greater than your desire to gain. So when you are losing, you hold on to the losses. When you are gaining, you cut it quickly because you are afraid it will not be that way. Now, quick question. With this, it tells me that you don't have an authentic back-tested data, unfortunately, because if you had the data that you have back-tested, forward-tested, this behavior will be killed instantly, because you will know that the trades you are holding on to when you are in profit will go there, on the one that you are holding on to that is in loss will not go there based on the data. So what I will tell you is, I will give you a homework. Go and get a back-tested data. Go and back-test. Okay, that is number two. Psychologically speaking, the reason why this happens is because you have the fear of thinking something good will not last in your life. And this is an identity problem. This normally comes from somebody who grew up in a household where, nothing good seems to last. Let's say you graduate from school. The next thing is, how would we be able to even pay for this school fees? Or the next thing is, what are we going to do about this? When you come from an environment like that, you are always on the survival mode. So you are always trying to survive. And this is an identity problem. If it is an identity problem, first of all, go watch the identity series. Secondly, get a consultation. Let's look at what is driving these causes, and then you can push it out from there. But whichever way, technically speaking, backtest. Psychologically speaking, identity from somebody who do not think something good can last in their life for a very long time. That is it. All right. Another question that we can get right now quickly. Okay, so this is the same question for this individual. I hope this Ben FX, can you comment back? Let me know the answer I just gave you right now. You understood it. Okay, if you understood, let me know. Next question, please. No, so This is a very interesting point. Let me talk to somebody here, because I'm sure somebody else is in the same context. Anytime that you find your account not going up or not coming down, and it's not blowing and it's staying in one place, the problem is a ceiling problem. You see, when it comes to business, there is something called scalability. The ability to scale is a system-based. So if you have gotten to a point where you are making money and you are losing money and you are not blowing the account, the part where it's saying, if it will blow, let it blow, that is a bad mindset. Just throw that away. But scaling in this context right now works like this. Look at what you are doing that is making you money and do it times 2. And look at what is making you lose money and cut it by 2. So look at what is making you money, do that times 2. Look at what is making you lose money and cut it down by 2. Right now, there is a possibility that your system is a break-even system. What if your edge is a break-even edge? Meaning that it is impossible for you to make money above what is giving you now. So as I said, I'm interested to know your P&L. Send me some P&L sheet, Excel sheet. Make sure it's well arranged, please. Do not take a screenshot of your MT5 and send it to me. I may not be able to get the time to look at it from that angle. Send me an Excel sheet. It can be a CSV file from your brokerage or your prop firm, okay? I want to see it. The guest that we have today, is he ready? If it's not, I'm going to take one more question and then we are done for today's Q&A, because we need to wrap up. If I had to rebuild my trading career from zero after a major drawdown, what exact process? Backtesting. Backtesting, bro. Backtesting and forward testing. There is no magic around this. I don't need to elongate the answer. Backtesting, that's all. Ian? Backtesting. Okay, so I just got an answer right now that our guest is having network challenges. So backtesting. Somebody's going to be like, Cliff, is backtesting the only answer you have? Yes, but this is a backtesting answer. Anytime that you are hoping around your strategy is because your strategy does not have a definite track record. You have not backtested. You have no backtesting. You have no forward testing. You have no data. You don't have an edge. So you got to go backtest. Do you know how to backtest? Does anybody, one of these days, I think we are going to be talking about backtesting. But yes, backtesting. So how do I know when to take a profit? Last week, I had up to 470 pips. Thank you so much, Solomon. My producer said, this is the last question. How do I know when to take profit? Last week, I had up to 470 pips profit on gold. The drain because it didn't hit my target 500 pips. Where do I draw the line? Greed and discipline. No, it's not greed. You don't have a greed or discipline problem. This is a strategy problem. Because you are going for more pips, even though the market is saying that this was supposed to be there. So this is the homework I want to give you. Go back and check all the history of your trades that this kind of behavior has been repeated. And then look at how many pips the market wanted to give you based on your strategy and use that as the new target point lines. Don't go for the risk to reward ratio you want. Go for the one the market wants to give and adjust your lot size to make it reach the amount of money or percentage you will still lose. The problem here is you are trying to go for 500 pips. Why? Because you want 500 pips? No. Go for the pips the market wants to give based on structure. Then adjust your lot size to lose the exact amount of money your percentage-wise you are supposed to lose. That's it. So go back and study all the trades that did the same thing to you and study how many pips the market has been giving you based on your strategy and create the edge around that. Does that make sense? All right. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing something quickly. Solomon, please, as soon as we are done by Monday, Tuesday, can we cut just the Q&A segment part and put it on the YouTube, please? Yes, let's cut it and let's put it on the YouTube so people can get these questions. So so that it can be very, 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 very beautiful for people. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So if you are watching if you are watching the Q&A, it is part of a Q&A segment from the Profitable Trader series. If you didn't get to join the YouTube Masterclass live and you are watching just the Q&A part, this is a part of our Profitable Trader series Q&A segment part, and you can go back and watch that Masterclass as well. But this, I wanted us to just cut this part and give it to those who have similar questions so that they can get the answers they are looking for. Ladies and gentlemen, with that all being said, drop some number ones in the chat if you have learned something today. Next week, we are going full throttle on practical things to learn. We have 2 more episodes to go, and it's going to be a little bit intense. So hopefully we will not have any technical difficulties or whatsoever. But if you have learned something today, and if you have some conviction you are going to go home with, I am happy for you. God bless you. Remember, if you are here on this stream, please like the stream. Like the stream, please. Like it. Like it. Don't just sign out. Please like it. It is you are supporting and you are helping other people find this. And let us do something beautiful today. As soon as the stream is done, please take 5 minutes. Come back, please. Come back and comment something you learned from the stream. Not leaving your comments here on the live. Just go back and comment. I am asking you to do this because you see, you will never know. Your comment may teach somebody. Your comment may be the reason why somebody comes across this video. You know, back in the days, we were not asking you guys, but we have come to realize that if we want to impact millions of people, it would take more than a one person, activity. So please do this. When we finish and the video is re-uploaded, come back and comment, share, like, do all of these things so that we can be able to support each other. With that all being said, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, love this community. I love you guys so much. The support, the prayers, the every single thing you do. I genuinely, really, from the bottom of my heart, love you guys so much. Thank you for everything we're doing. And we are doing our best. We are really doing our best. The things many of you do not see at the back end, it's only by the grace of God that we are still here. So thank you so much for always supporting us. And as we are going by, please take time and watch this episode 1 and episode 2 again, so that episode 3 and 4 will make sense. And also don't forget, we are going to be having our TP live trading experience, 2 weeks experience, and you will love it. You will love it. I'm not even going to tell you more. Many people, you will love it. We are going to have an experience. You experience many people's trading experiences, live trading. I'm going to build it for you to see. I will not tell you how the experience is going to be yet, but you will love it. It's called a TP live trading experience. You will love it. I know what I am saying, and I know the way we are going to plan it, and you will enjoy every bit of it. Also, TP men and TP women expect another exclusive meeting, on our Zoom meetings again as well. If you're excited, I'm excited. We'll take it out from there. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you all, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.